Alright, so this week I played my first baseball game in 5 months. Stay tuned and watch the whole video to see exactly what happens. I really appreciate your view and I hope you can stick to the end of the video. Alright, let's get straight into my Tuesday bullpen. So this was a pretty exciting bullpen. I really felt this one, particularly, I was able to get most of the mechanics. I had some great run on my fastballs, which did play pretty well in the game. And overall, I'm pretty excited about this bullpen. As you can see, my fastball is great tail, and I'm able to stay more linear towards my target. My hips feel a little more mobile, and overall, I was able to throw a good amount of strikes. So, in my bullpen, right here, I really feel comfortable and confident. My goal in my weekday bullpens, usually before games, is just feeling comfortable and confident into my next start or outing, as I really feel that bullpens are extremely beneficial. Unfortunately for me, we did have a game on Saturday I did not know about at the time I was throwing this bullpen, so I would have liked to focus more on game scenarios instead of just working on my stuff, because I thought I was going to have one more final bullpen. As you can see, I had a good mix of pitches. My slider looked good. It was up to 79 miles an hour. And my curveball was sharp with some great break. And even my changeup, my split change, was the best it's been all year. So after this bullpen, I was very confident coming in to the rest of the week. Overall, I feel that if I can just continue to have this type of bullpen and these days stack with the velo gains, because I was up to 82, which is 2 miles an hour faster than I have been all year, I'm really going to have a productive season. And this is just what's going to help the team win, as is I'm able to throw strikes, able to throw competitive stuff. I think this will help us win another Real League Hondo title. So, yeah, I'm really, really happy about this bullpen overall. I think with these last pitches, my main goal was just to throw hard. Alright, after the bullpen, I would honestly give this an 8 out of 10, and I'm really happy and excited for what's to come the rest of the week. Alright, this is Howlin Rays. Look at this line. This line was all the way across the block on a random 3:30. It wasn't prime time or anything, and this was just delicious. Look at the food. First, I tried the sauce. The comeback sauce was amazing, and then I tried the white sauce with the Tennessee Tang, which was tangy. I could taste all the flavors in my mouth. It was just amazing. Here's the chicken sandwich. This is definitely the best chicken sandwich, maybe even best food I've ever had in my whole life. Just look at that. It was juicy and had great acidity from the coleslaw. All the spices meshed together amazingly. So overall, I'll rate this chicken sandwich a 10 out of 10. I also tried their banana cream pudding, and I thought this was just amazing. Overall, it was just sweet. It was amazing. I could taste the banana, taste a little vanilla wafer. The cream was great. This is a 9.5 out of 10. I would definitely get it again and 100% recommend it to anyone who's in the area who wants to have Howlin Rays. Alright, let's review my worst start ever. Well, it wasn't necessarily my worst start ever, but it wasn't good. So I'm going to go through my one highlight that I did manage to record. My parents recorded. First pitch, fastball, low and away. That was a great spot. After that pitch, you would think I'd have a great outing. Again, I just tried to stay calm on wind-up. This was in the second inning. I was a little bit rattled, but it was fine. I was a little bit high, cutter, but it was a competitive pitch, so I'm not going to be too upset about that. Here, I'm going to probably go to a curveball, no, a fastball high, and I'm able to get the strike two. So, here, I'm really just listening to my coach who's calling my pitches. So, I'm just trying to follow what he says, and I ended up throwing a cutter outside, which is a fine take because, I'm trying to just make sure he doesn't take a great swing. And then here, a curveball. I thought it got in for strike, but the umpire didn't, so this puts at a full 3-2 count. And right here, I'm just trying to throw a strike. I know I have the stuff, and all I have to do is just blow it right by him. He had no chance at that. You can see by his reaction. You can see every batter up there is scared. This dude, you can tell he's terrified, doesn't want to swing the bat. Gets out of the way, right? He's scared of getting hit. And I just can't throw strikes here. And I think this really just stems from me not being ready. I don't think I was really ready for a game scenario, and I'm just going to have to get my ability back. Luckily, my misses weren't ginormous. I was really only missing by a few balls here and there. Again, with that curveball, if I would have got that a little bit more inside, that would have been a strike for sure. So, thinking about it, I just need to work on for the rest of the season, and hopefully every game I just get a little bit better. I have a game, and here's a pickoff move I just completely flubbed. So now we have a man on second. Again, another ball. So after this, I threw literally 8 balls in a row. Terrible. I was missing high. You can see the fastball has good carry, good run. It's hard. Here's a curveball that just gets away. But you can see I have potential, and that's just what I'm working on. Okay, so honestly, that's the most I'm going to show of that pitching outing. Overall, it wasn't as bad as it looked. I only allowed 1 run in 1.1 innings, and I did have 4 strikeouts. Most of them that were not recorded on video, unfortunately. So I really only had 2 walks left, and I just don't feel like showing them, as you kind of get the idea. All right, so here's my at-bat. So right here is just a little rollover to the shortstop, and that was not a good hit because I'm rusty. And here is my so-called hit on Game Changer, but to me this was not a hit at all. This is an 0-2 count, 3-1 count, and I get a pitch inside. I kind of get jammed. I just kind of pop a little blooper up into that weird triangle, and somehow I get a single. So, that's good. All right, so that is the end of the game. Overall, technically, I didn't do atrocious. At the plate, I went 1 for 3 with technically a single. That was a really bad hit and 1 strikeout. But I can do definitely much better. And on the mound, I really felt my stuff was good, but I wasn't able to locate. So if I'm able to locate, I'll have a great game on Wednesday against Burrows, which will be my next game. So I'm really excited for that. And again, please please subscribe. If there's any tips, anything that I should work on, please let me know and comment that in the next video, this video, just anything. Please, I need help. Thank you.